And welcome back to the RSI Global Network. I'm your host, Paul Del Pizzo, and I have a question out there for my listeners. Have you ever thought what your life would be like had you been involved from the beginning with a company like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Vine, any of those companies? Where would you be right now? Sunbathing in Belize? Traveling the globe? Doing whatever you want? I know I would. I don't know if I'd be doing a radio show, but I would be doing probably something way different with my life because my fortunes would be tremendously different. I think about that all the time because it's people like you and me who made Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all those companies. We made those companies as successful as they are today. Why? Because we use their product. Plain and simple. We use their product. The globe uses their product. So if that doesn't get you curious as to what we're about to talk about, I don't know what will. I'm being joined in studio today by a gentleman by the name of Scott Majors. And Scott is here to talk about a company called I2G. Scott, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Paul.
Nice to have you here.
Nice to be here.
Scott, before we get into what I2G is all about, why don't you tell my listeners a little bit about yourself?
Okay, well, I've been in the networking space for about 25 years. I started my own company 16 years ago, and it was in health and nutrition, and I've actually created over 50 different nutritional products. One of the products, an energy drink, is sold actually in over 17 countries, so that's definitely kept me busy over the past few years. Okay,
so in essence, you've been busy in another field completely unrelated to what I2G is all about.
Exactly.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about I2G, what it's all about, and the platform that is I2G.
Okay, I2G stands for Infinity to Global, and we're a global entertainment brand. So think of it as a global network of different divisions, starting with online casino gaming, which is a $45 billion industry growing to $135 billion in the next 2 to 3 years. It's one of the fastest growing segments on the internet. Second is a music and entertainment, and we have a product called Songstagram, which a lot of people are calling the next generation of iTunes. It's like iTunes meets Instagram meets YouTube, where you can actually interact with the music and do a lot more with the music than just download a song. And then third, we have a product called the I2G Touch, and that's in the social media arena, which is a $300 billion industry. And the I2G Touch is the first product that can basically consolidate all your social networks into one and make it very easy for somebody to communicate and get the type of content in that they want to request, and also be able to send out messages in real time. So very explosive markets in a global entertainment brand.
Okay, now for my listeners out there, you're going to be quizzed on everything you just heard in the past 60 seconds from Scott about I2G. That's a lot of information. Why don't we break it down a little bit, and starting with, let's say, Songstagram.
Okay, Songstagram is a brand new product that just launched on March 1st. And we had a conference here in Southern California, and you talk about excitement. There were over 500 people there, and when they announced that Songstagram is a new interactive music video platform that you can do more with music than just listen to the music, everybody kind of got it really quickly. So think about, let's say you want to create a music video, and let's say you're a singer. My son has been singing for about the last 3 or 4 years. He's got a big presence on YouTube, and so when I showed him this product, he's like, wow, Dad, this is really cool. So you can download the app, pick whatever song you want, and you can either do a duet with your favorite singer, you could take the vocals out and actually do a karaoke style, and the music actually streams on the bottom of your screen. So as you're singing the song, you're actually recording yourself. Then they have an editing tool, stitching, and all of the things to be able to create a professional music video that is then uploaded and shared on the social network. Now what's even cooler is a lot of the A-list celebrities are going to be running contests. So imagine like Lady Gaga is having a contest to share the stage with her. The winner of the Songstagram contest gets to go in her next concert, and you talk about great publicity. Fantastic. Well, it doesn't stop there. Let's say that you're an artist like my son, and you've got some of your own original content, and you want to sell that. On the platform, you can actually create a store, and the company pays 70 cents or 70% of every dollar that's sold, of every sale, to the artist or musician that creates that on the store. So as the network grows, you got a whole new target audience that never existed before.
So you've got music from the major labels, correct?
Correct.
And the cost of those songs is commensurate with iTunes?
Exactly. So okay. 99 cents, $1.29, and you've got Universal, you've got Sony, you've got Warner Brothers, and independent artists. And so what's nice about this, it's a new interactive music network that is fun, it's easy to share, and it's got a whole lot of stuff to do. I mean, I just created a profile not too long ago. You can upload, pictures, and people, like and comment just like they would on Facebook or YouTube. But in this platform, you have 4.5 minutes is the length of the video, where some of the platforms out there are like 15 seconds or 30 seconds.
Wow.
Very limited, and this one is not limited.
4.5 minutes.
Exactly.
That opens up a lot of possibilities for people.
Yes.
Okay. So Songstagram sounds like that is actually really taking off at this moment.
It's going really fast, and it's not just limited here to the U.S. market. This is around the world, and so we've got people coming in from all different countries. I know with our online casino gaming, we have what's called a Tier 1 license to do business in over 85 countries. So we're attracting a global audience, and that's really the key here. Is we're growing a network in entertainment, in gaming, in music, and in social media. And those are three categories that are explosive growth right now. So as you were mentioning in the beginning of the show, we've never had an opportunity to monetize as the people spreading the word to help people understand that this is big business. And yeah, we just don't think anything of recommending a good movie to somebody. Yet when's the last time the theater or the movie company paid you for referring someone to go to that movie? Well, there's a gentleman by the name of Rick Mikey, who's the visionary and CEO of I2G, and he said it's about time that the members and the players and the people that are part of sharing and building this network get paid. So the key word is monetize. So for the first time, we're able to monetize spreading the word and building this network around the world.
So essentially, this is, in essence, the beginning of the next, like you said, this is for instance, the Songstagram is a hybrid between iTunes and Instagram.
Correct.
It's a combination, let's just say.
Right.
It's a hybrid. And you have the casino, which is in, you said, I think, 85 countries. Okay,
yes.
So that's a global presence right there.
Correct.
Obviously, Songstagram is going to be a global presence as well. So tell me a little bit about the social media aspect of I2G.
It's a very powerful communication tool. So imagine like Skype meets GoToMeeting meets Join.me. So you've got everything from video capability to where you have other moderators that can be on the same video broadcast. You have a screen presentation and screen capture. You also have whiteboard and different annotations that can be used in delivering communication message anywhere around the world. It's really unique. And then think of it as an epicenter for consolidating or organizing all of your social networks. So you got your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your YouTube. Everything can come to you. Any type of messages that you are requesting can come to you, and then you respond without ever having to open up a browser. So it's always on.
So in its most basic form, I2G is a social media, online gaming, entertainment company that pays people to spread the word, to network out there, to get people to use this platform the same way that the Facebooks of the world and the Twitters of the world and the Instagrams of the world did that when they started. They just basically went viral, and people told people who told people who told people. The difference being I2G is going to pay you to do that.
That's right.
Okay.
Right. And the key word is monetize.
Right.
So for the first time, for us spreading the word and inviting other people to look at our products and look at helping us build this network, we can actually make money. And Rick Mikey has been very generous in how he has set this up. So a lot of companies, you look at just the hard cost of products in general. I know being in the nutrition industry, you've got the formulation and the ingredients and the packaging and the labels and the shipping and the storage. There's a lot of overhead and hard costs. So at the end of the day, the margin's actually fairly thin. So if somebody wants to market or sell that product, there's only so much you can pay. Well, this is a digitally delivered product. This is a technology product. So the overhead is very low. In essence, the commissions, the profits are very high. So what Rick has done, he's decided to share that with the people that help him build this network globally. So for the first time, it's created record-breaking results in the industry. In just 7 months, the checks that some of the people have made are mind-blowing. I mean, it's what got my attention, is the people that have been struggling for many years are already setting records in I2G.
Simply by spreading the word.
Just by spreading the word. And the ones that can spread the word and do that in a bigger way are getting even bigger results. So, when I first found out about this, it was just right before the Christmas holiday, and we were doing quite a bit of international travel, and a friend of mine shared this business with me, and I go, sure, I'm open to take a look. I met with Rick Mikey. I was very impressed with the fact that he's been in the networking space for 25 years, 17 years as an owner. He's taken 2 companies from startup to over 100 million in sales. He's never been late with a commission check in 17 years, perfect record. And I spent maybe an hour with him on the phone, and he really laid this whole vision out of where the company is now and where they're going over the next 2-3 years. And I have to say that I was just really impressed. He invited me to a conference up in Southern California that I spent about 2 days meeting with some of the top leaders. Some of these people have flown in from all over the world, and really we're all saying the same thing. They'd never seen anything like it. And the company is extremely fast growing. Rick is very generous in his approach, and the opportunity is just starting. So I kind of said, all right, well, let me test this. So I decided to come on board. I invited a couple people to take a look at the business, and that quickly grew to over 83 people, even in 1 week. And since then, it just kept doubling and doubling and multiplying. So I'm extremely excited about sharing I2G with people.
The company is I2G. The opportunity is knocking on your door. I want to thank Scott Majors for joining us today on the RSI Global Network, and we'll be back after this.